Sachin, you were out on a rescue mission of the kind we're seeing now, and exactly this situation when you were at Siachen, there was an avalanche, you went out to find your men, your comrades, and you ended up getting injured. Tell us first how badly injured you were.
Not as bad as the people who lost their lives. I lost few fingers and few toes.
And you say that in such a matter-of-fact way. I lost a few fingers and a few toes. It changed your life, didn't it?
It didn't quite.
No?
It happens. And I'm not the only one. There are many people who are undergoing that, as you see in this case. So I wouldn't say it. What I did was a big thing, and my loss is bigger than anybody else's.
But you lost the use of your right hand, or what made you, after this injury, leave? You had to leave the army. You had to join the private sector.
I decided to because post my injury, I wouldn't have been able to serve in the manner that I wanted to.
You were an infantryman.
Yes, I didn't sign up for that. So the army wanted to take care of me, but I requested to let me go so that I could pursue a career outside, study a bit, because I wouldn't have been happy myself not being able to do what I signed up for and not do that with my men. Because being a low medical category, you're not allowed to go to some extreme conditions, and so it will be more of an administrative post. I could have contributed towards the army, but not in the manner that I wanted to at such a young age.
So you're out there, you're 23 years old at the time. You end up losing, as you said, a few fingers on both your hands.
That's right.
And a few toes on one
right foot. Yes.
On the right foot. And you still sit here and say, well, it didn't really, I didn't suffer as much as others did. What drove you to be part of that rescue team?
It's a simple thought. I could have been there under the snow, and I would have definitely banged on my men to come and rescue me. It's a plain simple thought which would have gone with these men who would have gone for the rescue mission. The man who's under the snow, for example, Lance Naik, Hanumanthappa, who survived, his story is definitely what movies should be made of. And I think one thing that would have made him survive those 5 days would have been the belief that his team will come and look after and find him no matter what. So that's the belief, and I would have put myself in the place and said I could have been there, and I expect I would know they would come and look for me.
So you had to go and look for them?
Not had to. I mean, that's
as in from inside. Had to, as in.
Yeah, that was a natural decision.
It was instinctive. It was intuitive.
Yes.
Sachin, very quickly, you're now in the private sector because in some ways these injuries, as you said, made you make that decision. You didn't want to be an infantryman, a soldier sitting at a desk. I get that. Now in the private sector, do you miss it? What would you say to young people today who talk about so many career options but do not join the military or may not join the military, will be terrified of Siachen?
Well, anybody who joins the military...
One minute, Sachin. Yeah.
Anybody who joins the military would not join it for the money.
Yeah.
It's for the something that you want to do for your country, be physically present and do it. So it's something that has to come from within. You cannot... It's a voluntary army. We don't do conscription. So
do you miss it?
I had my share. So I tend to move on. I had wonderful memories. My unit is still my family. I keep going back to them. I move on.